Good evening. This is Stephanie Benson here, and you're listening to 92.7 3FM. This is where you find out about yourself, about love, about life, pretty much about you. We're going to talk about everything and anything that you want to talk about. You see, in my DM, I get lots and lots of messages from different people who want to talk to me about their life, maybe about relationships, maybe about sex, maybe about children, maybe about positions, maybe about broken heart. I mean, pretty much everything. And this is what I'm here for, because as you all know, I have been married for a very long time. And I have 5 beautiful children who are probably older than most of you, I hope. I hope some of the women my age are also listening. So please come and join us, and let's talk about everything. And you're going to learn something about relationships, other people's relationships, that you probably never knew. Because last week was a humdinger. Is that how they say it? Humdinger. Okay, I'm not saying it properly, but whatever it is, it was amazing. I mean, we had such fun on the lines. Before I actually start the show, I want to talk to you a little bit about Christmas. I know that's the boring part. Let me just tell you a little bit about what we're in for Christmas. Because everybody tends to forget what Christmas is about. Christmas, it's not really about presents and partying. It's really about family. So if you're thinking this Christmas is going to be just getting drunk and whatnot, please use this Christmas to make a change in your life. Because as we have family, some of you don't have children, that's okay. But then make sure you spend time with your family, as in your mother and your father, your sisters, rekindle some relationships that you haven't been thinking about maybe in the year, because the new year will soon follow. And then that's when everybody makes the New Year resolution. But this is where it starts, recognizing what you need to change and then make a change and make sure that the Christmas is a time of change. Because let's put it this way, it's the rebirth of Jesus Christ, right? Even some people who don't believe in God still celebrate Christmas. But if you do, it's a rebirth, it's the birth of Jesus Christ, the 25th of December. So in this month, use it to rebirth yourself. Be a better person than you were maybe earlier in the year. Don't wait till the new year. Talking about that leads me to our love language. The love language for today is the dirty habits. The dirty habits? I know. How do we say it? It's those habits that your partner has that really irks you, really irritates the hell out of you. Let me be specific. Dealing with partner's lazy habits. I have lots of things that irritated me about my husband. I'm going to give you some of them before I ask him to come and sit next to me. And he's in the room and he's listening to me. So I'm going to just say, in the beginning, it was things like coming home and leaving his shoes just anywhere. That annoyed me. Yeah. Cooking. This was one of the things that really irritated me. Cooking and leaving all the pots and pans. I'm talking about in the beginning, okay? We're not talking about now. Because I knew he's going to come and say, I'm not like that, I'm not like that. In the beginning, he was a nightmare. When he was cooking, all the pots and pans and the plates, everything, it was a mess. It's like a bomb hit the kitchen. He didn't know how to cook properly. It was annoying. Habits. There's loads. For now, let me just introduce you to this man I call my husband, Jonathan. Jonathan, come and sit next to me, please.
Thank you, darling.
That was everybody. A great introduction, right?
Yeah, right.
This is Jonathan Bugs. I hate saying your surname because it's so ugly.
That's a surname with lots of tradition.
I don't care.
Here you go.
Yeah, so I will never, ever own up to that freaking name. It suited your mother very well. It just doesn't suit me.
Anyway, moving on.
I'm not trying to be shady.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be shady.
Right.
John, we're talking about habits.
Yeah, I have no bad habits.
I mean, now I have to think about that. Now there are some. I have to be honest. There are some, but then I want you to tell people what my dirty habits are, because I'm always like trying to dig the knife in at you. You need to tell me what my dirty habits are too.
Well,
Be honest.
I am. They're not dirty. I think the worst one is just leaving clothes around. I think that's the one.
It's lazy habits, not dirty habits, I suppose. So lazy habits, leaving clothes around. You see, listen, let me tell you guys. If you were brought up like I was, a lot of you probably had maids who helped you. Maybe not everybody, but I was one of those people that had, my father just didn't want us to do anything, and my mother wanted us to grow up. So when we were with my father, he had maids who would pick up after us. So when I married him, this man right here, I had to learn to pick up after myself. You guys might think, but didn't you live on your own? Never. I moved from my family home to being married. I was 20 when we moved in together. It's crazy. So then I had to grow up, and I needed to pick up for myself. But I have to say, I have a wonderful guy who picked up after me. Yes.
You've learned after 34 years, haven't you?
And I pick up after you now.
Yeah.
How long did it take me to get over that?
33 years, 9 months.
Jesus Christ, this man, he's not forgiven at all. Let's talk about the dirty habits, how you recognize it, okay? Because sometimes people think, I have to stop saying dirty habits. I mean lazy habits. Because I think laziness is a little bit of a bit dirty.
Habits you don't like.
Habits you don't like. I mean, laziness, it's not really a personality disorder, is it really? It's just a habit.
I think some people like to hide behind it. I've come home, I'm too tired, I can't help you.
Yes.
People will perceive that as lazy, possibly. And the person could be playing an angle.
Because they can get away with it.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, examples of laziness, let me just give you a few. We're talking about maybe watching your partner do the dishes while you sit watching TV. That's one. Making promises that you don't keep because you want to watch football. That's like a lazy habit. Being indifferent to her feelings. Maybe she sort of feels a certain way. You don't really care much to talk about it or even help. One of those things that I'm not applying to John, but to one of my children, putting on weight and thinking that because you're comfortable in a relationship, you just get really lazy about it. One of those things is like making promises. Like, I'm going to go with your family, go to see your family with you. And then the day comes and you can't be bothered. That's not really nice. Not helping with the kids. I think that's really lazy.
Yeah.
That's not just inconsiderate. It's lazy. What else? There's so many. Instead of talking about putting on weight. Instead of making a packed lunch, for instance, you forget or you wake up late and then you get to work and then you go and buy McDonald's and then you get fat.
From one McDonald's?
Yes. So after one McDonald's, at least in the next McDonald's, and the next every day.
If you eat one McDonald's, there's 70% chance you'll get fat.
If you eat one McDonald's
70% again.
Why are we talking about things that nobody knows?
Sorry, it's me.
But yes, it's just really just being inconsiderate. There's other things like
just not cleaning up after yourself and expecting the other person to do it because they will.
Yeah, like leaving the toilet seat up.
Yeah.
When your partner consistently tells you not to, and you just keep doing it.
Or not cleaning it after yourself.
Or not cleaning after yourself. Yes. I mean.
Do you notice I cleaned your toilet this morning?
I didn't go to the toilet. Sometimes I don't go to the toilet for a whole week.
No, I'm just saying I did it. To be
I don't go to the toilet for a whole week.
I'm
constantly
I just saying, did you notice I cleaned?
You are the one.
Did you?
You are the one.
Just notice
ever.
I don't use your toilet.
I know you don't use my toilet because, I haven't let you for years. I have my own toilet. I can't have him use my toilet. But you take my toilet. I don't poo. I'm a constipated woman.
Move on.
He is regular, same time, every day. morning and evening. It's
Good
shocking.
exercise, good diet, good work ethics.
John,
it makes
I
you
am
regular.
the exercise. Don't you dare.
Move on.
This is
I
America.
just summated 3 things.
I mean, look at him. Okay, listen. Let's give signs of let's say a lazy wife. I'm sorry, I have to just put it out there. So if you're sitting next to your wife right now and you recognize something that
Don't look at each other.
That's a little bit lazy about her. Don't look at her and go, yeah. Okay.
You won't get anything tonight.
Yeah, you're not getting any sex tonight. But okay, signs of a lazy wife. The constant teasing. I do that. Shit. I mean, I'm lazy. I'm not lazy. I tease. But they say constant teasing is a sign of a lazy wife. Like date nights. They do nothing about it. Or even when you book it, they don't want to go. It's like, not today, maybe tomorrow. Not putting in an effort for grooming. When you come home, they're sitting there with a scarf on their head and the cloth around. They say, the kids were mouse running around too much. I couldn't do this. Yeah, that's one sign of a lazy wife who doesn't pay attention to
how
herself.
should they be when you come home then, the wife?
A bit like the way I greet you, John. Don't you dare.
No, just curious. I'm just curious.
Okay, how do you want me to be, John?
You know
how gorgeous I look when you walk through the door.
You know.
That
would be
okay, let me tell
hour's
everybody.
time.
This guy wants me to meet him at the door with no clothes on.
No, some clothes, but not a lot.
Did you hear him? Because usually, if I'm working and I come home,
No. We don't need to
I have to say, he greets me at the door with nothing on. Nothing, guys. He has, let me tell you what he has, and I'm going to be explicit. Look, this guy greets me at the door, and I'm not complaining, mind, but I'm going to describe to you. This white man is standing by the door with a tray in his hand, a glass of whatever. It could be my favorite drink, vodka orange, or a glass of wine or champagne. He's wearing nothing. Okay, can I say, not a thing. And he has do you know how he displays his penis? I'm telling you. No, I'm not moving on. You started this. Let me finish it.
I didn't start it.
Yeah, you did. And then he puts like an elastic band around his penis, like the strippers do. They do that just to keep it like, and this thing is hanging there like that with his balls also in another elastic band, and is displaying his penis to me. And it's there, and he's standing there with a drink. And sometimes I am tired. But how can you resist the man? That guy is standing there like with a semi-hard penis and these beautiful balls and a drink. So I never know which one to have first. It's
what was the next comment on the?
No, I'm not. Okay, now I'm finished. Let me move on. All right, so
by the way, thanks for that.
I told them everybody's now having a visual of what John looks. No, maybe not.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
No, they do. They would. I would. I do. Anyway, no participation in sex. It's like the line there, and they're like dead fish. Yes. Yeah. And then you're going at it, and they're just like, okay, that was nice. And then sometimes they don't even make noise. That's a sign of laziness. Sometimes it could be like they're pissed off. Yeah, could be. Anyway, let's move on. No emotional connection. It's like when you come home, they ask you what you did, and then there's nothing else. They have nothing else to give. Those are the signs of a lazy wife. Lazy husband. I'm sure that the guys. Yeah, we have to talk about the lazy husbands as well. Signs actually is pretty similar.
I wouldn't be. Yeah.
Avoids household chores. See, John said that, some men come home and they say they're tired. Mm. But, tiredness is no excuse, because your wife, if they have children, also need help. Let's be real here. I know it doesn't matter what it is you've been doing. And you said it, and I agree. I just wanted to be because you always did it. Mm. You come home and you take over with the kids and let me finish up what I'm doing in the kitchen. So please, it's a sign of laziness if you come home and say, I'm too tired to help you with the household chores, like washing the dishes after she's cooked for you.
Yeah.
If you have a maid, fine, but don't expect her to do that after looking after the kids all day and then come and wash your dishes as well. Stop it, guys. It's not cool. That's laziness. And then leaving the mess around, after you, after you've eaten on the table, in the dining room or whatever, crisp and whatnot, you leave the packet there for somebody to pick up. Who should pick it up? Not your wife. If you have a maid, fine. But even then, as a man, you should just put your own stuff away. Okay, let me move on. Never compromises. You never want to compromise because you think you're always right. It's a sign of laziness. Because if you're not so lazy, you'd listen. Am I wrong?
Yeah. You're not wrong, darling. That's for sure. I've been trained well.
Yes. Guys, you can come for lessons. Chooses to work over spending time with you. It's a sign of laziness because he doesn't want to put much effort into your relationship. He might want to put the effort into his work, but not to you, which is not a nice thing.
I think the thing is finding the balance there between working to earn money to further things, but you've got to explain that. But you've also then got to make time for the relationship. Just can't do it constantly.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, it can't be the only excuse all the time. And yeah, I think there's quite a lot we've given. There's so much more, but I think you guys have the gist of what I mean by... and
everybody knows when they're being lazy.
Oh, you know when you're being lazy.
Yeah.
It's just that you convince yourself that you're not. Now, we have to talk about what to do to change it.
Okay.
From the woman's perspective, if you have a husband who is lazy, what do you think you have to do to change it?
Well, it's communication.
Yeah.
But is that balance to where the partner may feel they're starting to be nagged?
Yes.
So it's getting that balance.
Men don't like nagging.
So you've got to,
One thing I learned about you very quickly was that you don't like me to nag. You will stand there and listen, but nothing gets in.
Can I continue?
Nothing gets in. I will talk, and then it's gone over his head. And then the next time you'll do the same thing again, and you'll look at me blankly like I didn't say it yesterday.
What, can I ask why everything's on me tonight?
You brought yourself.
I brought myself. All I would just say, the discussion should be positive in an open way and say, look, this is being done. Causes me issues. Is there any way you feel you could improve it from openness and all that sort of, because I would really appreciate it. All that helps. Well,
this is what I always try to do, which I think I did successfully, is let him feel like the hero if he helps me. You know what? I know it's like there kind of thing, but men, sometimes you need to go there.
Stroking.
Yeah, they need like the ego stroked a little bit, like, oh, I love you. Oh, you're so amazing. Yeah, you're doing so well. Yeah, that's how you treat men. It does help.
It does.
Because it feeds the ego. So make them feel like a hero. Just when they do something for you, just, oh, thank you. That was amazing. It really helped me because I was going to do this. Now you gave me a chance to do it. You see, that's how you do it. And I learned that. I don't know where I learned it, but I learned it because you have to study your man. Be positive and tell him about what he's doing wrong. When I say be positive, I mean, don't say negatively. Like you just said, actually, you said that. Set goals, but not to him, though.
No, I think it's right to say, I think, between you, to lay out how you feel your days should be. Explain that I understand you're working, but when you come back, I could really do with an hour's break. Because for that hour, I could just get my head in the game and I'll be back to normal. But you need to talk about that. Say what you need as a person. Okay, so you have to say what you need. If you say what you need, he'll listen. It's how you say it. If you say, what kind of hey, ma, auntie she? No. Or feel so nagikeke. So just say it nicely. And the man would listen. Don't threaten. I used to do that. I used to threaten, didn't I? I was terrible. So if you don't do this, what would I say? Maybe no sex. No, actually, mine was a silent threat. If you know you're not doing it, you're not getting any pom-pom today or tomorrow or for a week for that matter. When I was young, I was not really I didn't have much patience. That's the word. Yeah. Did I? You're better now, by far. I'm much better now. My patience was zilch. So if you're not doing it, I will say nothing. I won't talk to you.
You did have the stress of all the kids as well.
I did have stress. Yeah.
Three
yeah.
kids under 5 and all that sort of stuff. And then another batch. So
Yeah.
I understand.
Oh, you see why I married this man? He's so nice. He's not always nice.
No.
Let me tell you the truth. But let me continue. I think, like I said, what to do is just set goals, speak, communicate, and everything would work out. And trust me, you have to persevere. You have to stop making excuses for your men. A lot of you do that. I know
I think also you're going to hear through all these Thursdays the word communicate.
I know.
It's
everything.
always going to be there. I know people say communicate, but it's the key.
Yeah, communication is everything. So guys, please put your toilet seats down. Why? Don't leave them up. Towels, when you use your towels, there's always a wash basket. Ladies, try and organize the bathroom in the house. It's just so everything's easy for them to do. Because men, they're like children. Right? There, I love you there.
I like
and
that.
just squeeze their nipple, and they'll do what you want. Why?
Very simple.
Let's move on to the uncensored question of the week.
Have you got it there?
I love the uncensored question of the week. I'm going to go into, hold on a second. I have to go into it so we can read. Yes, please go.
Well, this one.
Can you read it for us?
Right. Uncensored question of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Between cheating and lying, which does more harm to the relationship?
Between cheating and lying?
Yeah.
John, what do you think?
I think they're both related somehow. Or one you can't do without the other. You can lie. But if you're lying, you could be cheating.
There's so many different things ways you can interpret this.
Did you get any feedback on it?
Could you go into 3FM and Facebook for me, please?
Oh, yeah, excuse me. You sent it to me.
Yes, I sent it to you. So I want you to sort of go in there and we're going to read
Facebook.
On Facebook, please. We want to read about this and what you think about this question. Because this question is
I'm sorry, I'm looking at
it's very popular. It affected a lot of people because everybody likened lying to cheating and vice versa. And it's not really the case because I think they're two very separate things. There's a very big difference between lying and cheating. Cheating is acting unfairly to gain an advantage. Cheating in a relationship breaks rules completely to each other, and for some, vows completely. And then lying is when somebody does not tell you the truth. See, somebody can cheat, if we're talking about relationships, cheat in a relationship, and if you ask them, they'll tell you the truth straight away. And some people, no, let's go into the live, so TV3, and then we'll go into the live.
Yeah, did
So
you
just
send
go
me a
to
link?
just go to TV3 live because 3FM. Sorry.
I'm no good at Facebook, guys. I do apologise.
So we want to be able to read some of your comments on that one. It's a humdinger.
3FM Live.
Yes. I'm trying to get them. If you can look at the link, you'll be able to see the links that are coming up. I am trying to get Anochi Frimpong Jones has a comment, and he says, where are we? Yes. And I'm trying to find where his comment is. Can you prompt me?
Technology, eh?
Sakina says they go hand in hand because if you can lie, you're definitely capable of cheating. Okay. Anochi Frimpong Jones says the fact is anyone who cheats is a liar. Anyone who cheats is a liar. That could be real, but if somebody's cheating and you ask them the question, are you cheating? And they tell you the truth, then he's not a liar, John, is he? If you're cheating and I ask you, are you cheating?
Yes, I am. I'm not lying.
Yeah, he's not lying. Some people who cheat, they will lie. Yes, I
Right,
get
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But it's not
It's not as
exactly
easy as that.
Of course. Do you want to read this person? Honorable.
Honourable Rusty.
Mhm.
It depends on who's engaged in the cheating. As for lies, very deadly. Your wife will bring this young-looking, handsome boy into the house and claim he's her nephew.
Oh my God, that's a real
Only
thing.
for him to be naked, serving her hot whenever you leave for work and vice versa. I wonder if
Could you read that again, please, and slow it down?
Okay. Your wife will bring this young-looking man into the house and claim it's her nephew,
Oh my God. Okay.
only for him to be naked and serving her whenever the man leaves for work or vice versa.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
Honorable. I'm not sure when this happened to you.
I was
because-
wondering that.
Yeah, we did. Did it actually happen to you, Rusty? Because if you're watching, please come on and tell me, because I'm interested in that one. And this person who brought the nephew
Why is it always the women that are being naughty in Ghana? All the stories
not-
last week.
is not always the women. It says the women are afraid to put their
Carry on.
boyfriends on the line. I'm trying to speak for you guys, though. But let me move on. Steph. Is it Steph or yeah?
Stell
Still says lying does more harm. Oh, Stell, lying does more harm. Yeah, it does. It's a little lies. They do a lot more harm. Because, I try to break lying in different categories. And I think there are 3 different types of lying. We have the white lie, gray lie,
Grey lie. Oh, really? There's a colour definition.
and a real lie. So let's read some of these and then I will explain it. Fasty Lasty. Hey. Says, I suggest lying. Oh, hold on. You read that for me. I haven't got my glasses.
I suggest is lying. So he's saying lying is worse.
Okay.
Because with the lying, everything going on is under the umbrella of cheating. Lying causes cheating because, I can't say because everything said is hidden. So as a partner, you won't know where the problem is coming from because dust is always thrown into your eyes.
Oh, you mean the wool is pulled over your eyes? Yeah. Wow. Okay. What do you think about that?
I think it's getting too black and white. It's too clear. It's too obvious. I don't think it's that clear. They don't always go, as you quite rightly said, you could be cheating and you ask them, no, yes, I am cheating. They're not lying.
Yeah, I think
they may be hiding it and they may be acting, but they're not lying.
I think because there's a lot of lying and cheating going on all over, actually. It's not just Ghana that there's cheating and lying. I think all over. But in Ghana, I mean, a lot of these, you guys, I'm trying to hold my tongue, but a lot of you guys, mupe cheating the door. You can't keep your penis in your pants. I think so. I think you guys, there's something wrong with your penises.
So it's not
Maybe
the women.
you're born with, those are the women.
I've heard quite opposite.
No, you haven't heard opposite. Why? The women, you see, if a woman is going to cheat, you will never know. Hey, when a woman is cheating, listen, you let my African come out. You will never know. But when a man is cheating, they're so sloppy.
Why would you never know?
Because we are good.
They were hiding, huh?
Yeah, we're good at hiding. I know, but
that's worth having a poll on that if people agree with that one, I reckon.
Yes, let's have a poll. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Do you think men cheat more than women? If you're out there, please let me know.
Are women better hiding of it as well?
Oh, Mana, is it Mama Wills?
Mana Willis. I love lying.
Mama Wills says, I love lying.
So that means I love cheating.
Lying doesn't go with STDs. Oh, but cheating partners can easily affect you with STDs.
That's very true.
Ampao, lying doesn't go with STDs, AIDS, she has in brackets. But cheating partners can easily affect you with STD. It's very true. Yes. Mana Wills Ampao. It's very true. STDs. There's plenty happening.
I know, all around the world.
All around the world. But I think that in Ghana, dear, is a breeding ground of STDs. Pacho, don't come and kill me. I'm just saying, okay, I'm just reading and saying. Why? So please don't come and kill me. Nobody has STDs. Let's read the next one.
Doxology?
Wonder Doxology. You people, I just think that you intentionally set up accounts so you can say
These names.
these names there. Okay. Wonder says both. I don't trust women again, even if I marry, never. I really trust my girlfriend with all my heart, but she went to nursing training, then she started misbehaving, telling stories. Once she called me and said she doesn't want to be in a relationship again. Both harm, especially if you love the person. Is God grace I am still alive. So she went to nursing training, started misbehaving.
And lied
then
about it.
She said she did. But when you say misbehaving, you mean she was cheating.
I'm guessing.
So she was lying and cheating. Well, it's a good thing you found out before you married her. That's all I can say. Don't give up on all women, because not all of them are terrible. This one broke your heart the same way that maybe she's had somebody break her heart. But I always say that whatever you do, karma is a bitch. Really.
Oh, it's better to find out sooner than later.
Yeah. So, and karma is a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you do, everyone's saying will always come back on you. So the next one is Abdullah Fozia. Fozia. I had to say that in an African way. Fozia, Yomate. Lying is more dangerous because it can even bring two countries to fight each other. But for cheating, it's just relationship issues. Cheating is not just relationship issues. Why? I know it's not lying, but it's breaking of rules and vows. When you make a promise. And also, in the Bible, they say adultery. Anna is a sin. Am I wrong? Adultery is a sin. So it's not just relationship issues. You're breaking the rules with God. I've said it. Right. So you think you can go to a church and pray for it to go away? It doesn't go away. God might be a forgiving God, but he's not a stupid one. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you think he's going to say, oh, there, you're only a man. No, you go to hell.
I thought you could just repent at the last moment and get
No,
saved.
that's what they say, but I don't believe it.
Oh, okay.
Nana Sapong K says, cheating demands lies, but not all lies are related to cheating. That's true.
That's it. Yeah.
So lies do enough harm than cheating. That's true. I agree.
Yeah.
Lies do enough. Yeah. Way more. When this is finished, I'm going to just break it down with the white lies and the gray lies and the real lies. So Nana Sapon, thank you for that. That is a very, very good point. So Bugsy,
Babe,
you lie to me a lot, don't you?
I have done in the past.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh.
I'll come to you in a second.
Thank you.
So this one is Joshua Abanyo. Joshua says, cheating is better than lying, oh my dear. Every lie can also cheat. Every liar can also cheat and cause more havoc. But if your partner cheats and still tell you the truth is better not. So if your partner cheats and still tells you the truth is better not. All right. Basically, he's saying that he can cheat, but he can't lie. Listen, cheating, like I said, it's in the Bible. It's not good if you're married. The next one, we'll talk about the next one in a second. As soon as I see it on the board, But John, I was asking you a question. Oh, it's come.
Ha!
Somebody's trying to stop me from asking you the question I want to ask you. Genevieve Chum Downso says, you read that, because I haven't let you read.
Definitely lying. Liars will lie about anything and everything, even when they're sleeping. They will say, Mendeya. No? What's that? That's a bit of tweet.
They're saying, Mendaya. So I'm not sleeping. Oh, is that what it means?
Oh, okay. Although they're sleeping, I say they're not sleeping. So
Yes.
they're lying constantly in all situations.
Yeah, so even when they're sleeping, they're saying, I'm not sleeping. You do that. Chundasa, when he's sleeping, I say, oh, yeah, are you sleeping? He goes, no.
I'm resting my eyes.
Yes. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Genevieve. It's very true. Unless yours is like a subliminal message one.
Yeah.
But if it's literally, then he does that all the time. Those little lies. Abena Pokua says, lying is the most painful thing in relationships. Yes.
Yeah.
It is. It is really painful.
It can undermine things.
Totally undermine things. Thank you, Pokwa. I know what you're saying completely. So what do you think, John? You think lying is
Well, I think cheating's still got to be worse than lying. If you had to weigh up the two.
yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, simplistically.
Is it because for you little white lies are like, okay, let me come back to you. Capture Boating says, lying to your partner caused more harm to the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's true. Well done. It does cause problems in the relationship. Thank you, Capture Boating. That's a good point. But you think cheating is worse than lying? But
Only because it's that sin.
is it said? You don't believe in God, John. What are you talking about sin for? You don't believe in the
Would
commandments.
you let me finish? As much as I may not believe in that, I still think there are certain rules one should live one's life by.
Yeah, but don't say sin, because if you say sin, it means you believe in the commandments.
No, it doesn't.
It
Just
does.
because it's too simplistic.
Let me read Mami Oye. Mami Oye's comment is, anyone who tells you I love you but cheats on you is a liar.
Really?
That's true. I see from that perspective.
Really?
It's very true. No, because he's saying I love you.
Yeah. and
Obviously,
cheats on
you
you.
can love somebody and
You
still
can
cheat
love
on them.
more than one person. What are these people now have
Nyeni
the,
papa or
these
what nyeni papa cry? What do you mean say?
multi-amorous relationship? I don't know, where they get together and they can
See,
love
just when you
everybody.
think this man is like really good, he drops a bomb. He drops a bomb, and then you see that he's got some dark side inside him. Do you want to read this one? And slowly, please.
Fresca Perez, you may cheat, but when you still lie after cheating, it is a no for me.
You read that again.
You may cheat, but when you still lie after cheating, it is a no for me.
Okay, you may cheat, but if you lie after cheating, it's a no for me. Yeah, that's true. Because I think that when you cheat, you should always tell the truth. Yeah, if you're caught, just say the truth. Some of you,
I will fight it.
Yes, they will fight it. And then what you're doing is you're just causing more heartache to the person. So I think that there are different forms of lies. Okay, let me just put that down because I really want to tell you about this. The white lies are the little things like, okay, you look good in this dress, when you want to save their, their feelings.
Okay, yeah.
And you say, you look good. Those are little white lies.
Yeah.
It's like the food tastes really good when it doesn't.
Yeah, I bought that last week. I told you, I'm sure.
What did you do?
I don't know, when someone says to you, I bought that and I told you about it, and when it comes out the bag, something like that.
It's like when you go shopping and then you buy something and you forget to say that you bought it that day. And maybe you just forgot. And then you think you bought it last week. So you say, I bought it last week when you didn't. You see what I mean? Yeah, I mean, that has happened. And that's not a lie. That's just an omission of the truth.
Don't give me that. Get around. I like your food when they don't like the food.
Yes,
A
that's
white
a
lie.
little white lie. So when you talk about like gray lies, gray lies are like, it's like maybe your colleague at work does a really bad job, but because you like them, when your boss asks you, for instance, does he do a good job? Because you don't want them to lose their job, you say yes. That's like a gray
That's
lie.
nice.
Yeah, because it could be, that's not a white lie, that's a gray lie because it could be damaging, but then
Okay.
not quite, because you're trying to save somebody, but you've lied to somebody else. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
That's what they call a gray lie.
Really?
Could be damaging, but not quite. Done with good intentions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Lying with good intentions.
Lying with good intentions
Is a great lie.
is like a gray lie, but then it still could be detrimental. But if you say somebody looks good in an outfit, how's that going to be detrimental? You see what I mean?
Only if she goes out and she doesn't look good and people are laughing at her, that's detrimental.
Yeah, but you're the one who has to take her home. So if you're happy, then fine. And then the real lies, it's like, shit, why did I even say this one? It's like spending money and lying about it. Like going to buy a bike for like £45,000 and telling your husband you bought it without consulting them. That's a real lie. And telling them you bought it for 10 when it was actually 45,000. Yeah, that I've done plenty. Why? But another one is cheating. That's a real lie. That could be damaging. Like me spending the money, for instance. I mean, maybe we needed to do something with the money and I just spent it. So that's not something that could damage. There's no good that would come out of that. Like cheating. If you cheat on your partner, it's not a good thing. That could be damaging to your relationship. And then lying about it, it's not good. So that's what we're talking about.
I also think personally is when you start to lie about your love for someone, that's when the problem is. Because you can't say, you're lying about your feelings.
Yeah.
And that's not fair on the partner.
Okay.
You've got to be honest.
I know you have to be honest. So guys, I know you're lying to cheating. It could go hand in hand, but there is a little bit of a separation. Okay, we're going to go for a quick music break because we don't really have that much time. And we're going to come back with our stories of the day. So,
Can I just say before we go?
This
is going to be about another horny woman. Just out of curiosity.
Can we go? Because we're running out of time.
Sorry.
He's so naughty. All right. We'll just listen to a little bit of music and come back to you. Bye, guys. I'm so happy you're still here. Thank you. Thank you. Let me give you the phone lines before I continue. The call lines are 0556 910 154, 0556 910 154, or 0559 242 717, 0559 242 717. If you have anything to say, please feel free to call and we'll pick it up. Okay. Now, this segment is a story. Now, this story is going to be an audio this time. I'm not going to be reading it because the person actually recorded the message. We've disguised the voice, so nobody knows who it is. And we want you to tell us what you think listening to this. So listen to this person and their real life story and tell us what you think afterwards. All right, let's hear it.
I'm kind of confused. I hope you get to listen to this. There's this guy I'm dating, right? I'm currently seeing him, and I made him understand that there's this dude I'm actually seeing who's actually married, who pays my bills and everything. And we had an understanding concerning that we're hoping to actually, since he is unmarried, and as time goes on, the man paying the bills now, and we're going to drop him so we can move on with our lives. Now, he introduced this girl and we have this 3-year-old. Now, I made them and we have this agreement that when I'm not around, he shouldn't bone the girl. But I mean, say sometimes it happens, but I may trust him. But it's a situation whereby we had a weekend. Now, during the weekend, we booked 2 rooms that this girl can be on there. Can be on a separate room that him and I can have the master suite to ourselves. When we need her, she joins our bed. Now, I'm kind of I'm asthmatic actually, so I was almost having a crisis. I decided to relax. Now, my family made you not to point who some other. Many tears, the girl was not in my room with me. Me call knowing them when I'm not on the girl under the sheets. Wow. So I just shut the door. I didn't go in there. Me here some lock it. Oh, no, Mechi. I didn't talk, so I just went to relax because I didn't want to disturb myself more. I got hurt. That is not meaning to be me, yes, now, I think when I wanted to comfort the situation, the boy who came go me idea, the cancer I didn't have any right to do that. Meanwhile, we have an understanding. Me said, my boss, me Becca, mammy, Kasa. The wolf ding, and then those incident that happened between me and Sugar Daddy now. He raised his hand at me. Meanwhile, cried. I think I'm in talk about that. That was the very first weekend I spent with you. And then this man find out that I went somewhere. Because usually, I've been faithful to that man can't remember. But we just have an issue and then I upped and left. Maba. All the same, this man is making all the effort and then me, So you conclude so, David. Since I'm gay, what to say, not just a bishop honor. Seriously speaking, so right upon seeing a person solve a problem near the Nafidi, a bed teacher, but actually, Miss Machiti, and I went through all these things with you because I felt like, okay, with you, you are single and you beat me, we can have something. Nafidi, the papadi, bear bromoso. And so, I don't get it. Whatever happened, and I'm there. Still not, he refuses to accept his mistakes and he keeps trying to justify his actions, say, I let the crack a man of me. No, you're no gun any. And I think I'm going to call on your baby come and who can't put say. He dares not. I'm a chill company and hope. Now, just because of let's say away a fine book, then yet fine book as you for let's say you're a young man, where we can have a future skinner. Who won't be the same same way. I just left him, booked myself a ticket and came back to Accra. Saying over frame watch now. And he's kind of in the public eye Accra. You know the most annoying part? Time I may yes in Babano. Instead of him to calm me down, as he actually took my phone from me and deleted all our chats in our conversation. To say, they sent me book and say, he's trying to Officer Chan saying when I'm bad, I came to see him. So I can wait in Kenya, Serbia, but I'm trying to expatiate the matter because I could kind of friend me. Honestly, when my bedroom, I didn't know I would fall in love with him. I never knew. I just don't know because when the incident happened on Saturday, and not all few hotel program already, so they confronted Matter briefly, It was like, this is not the time. But quite not buying. He didn't see me. Nah. Sunday and none and instead of him to find something better to tell me, get on the cup, not get on the joke up there, there's a and the girl not to beg me. I know what I'm doing. When he left on that Saturday, me say, Mammy, Sumiyama, name one car, and I end up calling my hook and Madam. I mean, sit out, maybe I'll program a sort maybe I'll program and share, Madam, come back to a car. With all now, I was trying to feel I was being reluctant because I'm going to say that when they come, we'll talk things out. I told Saturday anyway. Or back as I am, when whom you can put or no for that, no, so I stepped in that girl's room with her. The other room, no, Jemma, girl. Honestly, I totally blocked him. I blocked him totally. And this girl too, crying. Let me say, block you on the camera time. If he wanted him for himself, I can remember. I say, and no more time for my best sister, so it's a very big patch and best sister. It's like I'm playing with him. I've gotten something permanent, something real, no, me the other thing I will courage. I mean, I don't know what to do. My sister and my mom feel say, I don't want something real. Tell them the real story. Your mommy be free, I don't know. I just don't know. Honestly, I wish I could clearly come out because what made me want to talk to her is that my mom just left my room trying to talk about the matter. Say, I didn't know. I'm going to and that's what my big sister told her. I can't tell my mom the real deal.
Hi guys. Well. That is some story. Let me just give you a synopsis of what she's saying. She was dating an older man, and everything was going fine. She's been looked after. He pays all her bills, all the standard things that happen. She met a younger man, not younger man, like they're about the same age, but somebody more her age that she could do more with. They've been having a relationship and things have been going well. And this guy promised that he would be there for her. And, the relationship could be better without the older man. So she goes back to the older man and says she wants to move on with this guy. She then moves on with this guy. During the relationship, they decide to bring a third party, like another girl, into the relationship. So now they're a trio. And from time to time, they sleep together. They all sleep together, but they made a pact that it'll always be the three of them and never separately. One day, she had a bit of an asthma attack, fell asleep, woke up. The girl was not next to her. Neither was the man. Went next door, and they were both together under the sheets having sex. She left the room, shut the door, went to her bed a bit distressed. But as she walked out, the guy literally got out of bed, or somebody, one of them, locked the door behind her. So that's the start of a broken, pact that they had. She didn't say anything. The next day, she had to go with them. She spoke to the both of them and wanted to discuss what happened and why. What's happened now is the guy is upset because he wants to be able to sleep with the other girl when he wants to without her. And she doesn't want it that way. And now he's getting more and more angry with her. And apparently he started beating her as well. And he doesn't understand why she's upset that he hits her because the older man used to hit her. The whole thing is a little bit like, I don't get. So she doesn't understand why the guy is treating her that way because she gave up a great life with the older man who took care of everything for him. Apparently she went back to the older man. The older man doesn't want to know anymore. So now she wants to try and make it work with this guy. She doesn't know what to do. The guy has gone Julali, treating her really badly. The other woman understands why she's upset, but obviously she's still there. So anyway, this is the synopsis of the story. And she wants us to tell her what to do, whether she should go back to the older man and beg to take beg him to take her back, or live with this young boy and try and sort things out? What do you think? The number is 0556 910 154, 0556 910 154, or 0559 242 717. This story is actually pretty intense, because I know John has had to get up for a quick second, but I have to say that sometimes involving somebody else into a relationship never works. You made a good decision, first of all, by leaving the older man to make sure that this relationship works. But for you to, think that you want to stick with somebody that treats you badly doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. So you have to make, you have to sit down and decide exactly what you want to do, really, because I don't think it's healthy that you're staying with a guy who doesn't treat you well. I don't know what other people think, but that is my take on it. I'm going to ask what John thinks, actually.
Move on.
John, what do you think?
Move on. Leave them both.
Leave them both, even the older guy.
You beat her.
The older man?
You said,
who takes care of her?
Who beats her?
Yeah. You don't think she... Okay, we have a caller. Caller, what do you think? Because I think John has something to say, but what's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm David, calling from Rich.
Hey, David from Rich, how are you?
I'm good. Merry Christmas in advance.
Merry Christmas to you. What do you think?
This girl's situation is very sad. You have someone that really cares about you, and because he's old, you went and explained to him that you want to move on, and now you get someone else who is younger, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now that person too is cheating on you and is beating you up. And now you want to go back to the old man right now.
Mm-hmm.
The old man is not a fool. So I thought this story is very these ladies, we don't know what is wrong with them. These ladies, fine, you have someone that really loves you. Even the man that you back, you pay your bills and other things, right?
Yeah.
Right now,
sorry?
The old man pays the bills, right?
Yes, he pays all the bills for her.
So what about the young man also pays the bill or what?
No, he doesn't. He just, like what they call a fuck boy. I think.
The guy messed up.
Yeah, she messed up. Thank you so much for your input. We have so many people calling in. You're so lovely, sweetheart. Hopefully you stay online. Thank you. Hello? Okay, yeah.
Hello?
Hello? Hi, what's your name? The line is not coming through completely. I can't hear you. What was your name?
My name is Joshua from Polygon.
Oh, hi, how are you? Joshua, nice to meet you. What do you think?
I think my sister did a mistake. Because right now, you can't believe the guy. How can you tell me that someone like you, there's someone who's taking care of you, doing everything for you, then you leave the man and go for another guy? No. If I'm the old man that I couldn't even accept you.
I understand what you're saying. But see, I know she was dating somebody who had money, but I think she probably wanted somebody more her age, but she just made a big mistake. It's a shame. I think we've lost Joshua. Thank you, Joshua. You are right. A lot of people are thinking that why would you leave somebody else to go to try and start a relationship with somebody your age? But I think it's not sustainable sometimes being married to an older guy who possibly is married. I don't know. She didn't say whether he was married or not. And then, there's no possibility that you're going to be married to them.
Mm-hmm.
So you want something that, that you can grab hold of. And maybe that's a decision she made. Unfortunately, she made a mistake.
But she sounds like she was quite happy for a threesome, though.
Yeah.
And to be beaten.
She's experimental. She doesn't like to be beaten. She's actually upset about it. But if she stays around, then yes, then she's acknowledging that, so do you think that a man who beats a woman is not, what's the word? It's not somebody that you can put into place? What's the word when you revive when they have to seek psychologists to be able to?
Oh, you mean that they cannot be corrected? They can change.
Corrected, yeah. Can they change?
Yeah, it's course. But I mean, there's that inherent thing. For anybody to hit a woman is wrong.
It's totally wrong. But then they can change, right?
Potentially.
On their own, that is.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. You should separate, let them change, and come back together again.
Yes,
I think it's
right.
a highly dangerous environment
to be with somebody who hits you.
Hits you.
Absolutely.
And you accept it.
And you accept
it. You may not be accepting it, tolerate, or you get on with it. It's a hard way,
It is. Well, we have Princess, our wonderful psychologist and relationship expert. She's on. Hi, Princess. Hello, Princess. How are you? You there?
I can hear you.
Hey, okay. Yeah. Nice to see you. Well, not see you, but nice to hear from you.
Nice to hear from you, too.
You heard the story, right?
Yes. But before the story, I have a confession. I saw on your page your list that we have to pay before we come for your daughter. And I'm like, wow.
Yes. My list is very valid, though. I've even added some more.
It's serious, though. iPhone price inside. And I'm saying, wow. Because we got to call Otunfor on an iPhone. If not, he will not pick up the phone call. So, wow.
No, it's true. The guy, he's Asante, he knows everything. I call him on the cheap phone and he doesn't accept it.
Can I just say something?
What,
here?
John?
When I married Anne, her mum said you can have her for free and you can beat her.
Shut up. He's lying.
She did not. She said it's the truth. Take her.
John, did you take a look at the list? It was really powerful. There are a lot of things and goats and bottles of schnapps that we have to even fly first class to bring the schnapps down to the traditionalists. I'm like, oh, wow.
Now listen, me, I don't compromise on stuff like that, too. I mean, did you see the ring the guy bought her? It's like a big, huge, freaking diamond. Of course, they can afford to take care of me as well. So you have to bring some goods and everything. I actually added a few. I wanted some Louis Vuitton bags as well, with all the Louis Vuitton clothes in there.
Go you, Stephanie.
Me, I'm bad though, but sometimes I look like an angel.
I couldn't stop laughing when I saw it. I'm like, this woman, wow. Anyway,
so Princess, this woman, her and her threesome and the old man, what do you think?
Well, I think that two things I'm seeing. I think that she's going to be excited or happy with the old man for a while, but she's going to regret in the future. So I would have agreed with John that she backs off and starts her life all afresh. Even from the tone of her voice, she's really hasn't got a clear picture of what life is. For her now is the fun and the provision and all of that, But life goes beyond that, especially when you are a woman. It will get to a point in your life where you have to nurture another human being. It will get to a point in your life where your boobs and your hips will not be as outstanding as it used to be. It will get to a time where you will not have all the how do you call it? All the admiration that people admire you and all of that, unless you go to Stephanie Benson for tuition. It will get to a time that, you have to fight your way to the top. So when you think about it like that, then you make a decision. I have been with an old man for a time being. He pays the bills, he buys the car, he does all of that. But that is not a place to stay. obviously, it means that the old man also is committed somewhere. You need a young folk to live your life with. You need somebody to live your life with. But I think the boyfriend he has now is also not ready for her. He also came in for the game, the play, and has benefited a bit. And now he's also looking else somewhere. So she can either shut both chapters and begin a fresh chapter, not knowing anybody, nobody knowing whether you've dated an old man before, a wrinkled man before, starting a fresh page, and be willing to partner with the person, partner with love. Let's talk, let's grow. What's the vision? Where are we going? What's our love language? Where do we want to go in the next 5 years? Something like that. It is not because I have it all. Anytime I want to be with you, I'll come to you, and then when I come, I have something to do with you, and I go back to my old man. That insanity will, in the Nigerian language, it will clear her eye at a certain level. Her eye will clear. That nonsense will clear her eye. Her eyes it will go off, and at that time, she might have lost some good or great opportunities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean that's really good advice. You're very right. I just think that she needs to move on from the both of them.
Both of them. Both are toxic. Both of them are. Don't, mommy. Both of them are very toxic.
Yeah, it's sad. Princess, I find that it's sad when women feel the need to find somebody, older, to take care of them. So it's almost like I know that it's a thing that happens now because times are hard. I get it. But it's so degrading, I think, don't you?
Yes. For the fact that you want an old man to take care of you is very degrading. But there's also another school of thought of people who are fond of the oldie. They genuinely just like people who are old. They just like to be with old people, whether or not they have money or not. But today's trend is because, Stephanie, remember our mother? Sometimes your dad is about 15 years older than the woman. Yes, our grannies and you see that their grandpa is all older than their grandmother because they got married to younger girls at the time. You understand? Because they needed to take their authority. But today, it's not like that. It's because a man is going to provide, a man is going to give you. And how do you even live your life with such a man who has made it all by himself? And so you are technically a sex toy or an entertainment object. You don't even have a say. You can have, a mutual conversation. You can't. It is not the money you are getting, but how did you multiply the source that gave you what you have?
Yeah.
What is your impact? If John gave you $10,000 and say that, okay, you know what, go spend it on yourself. He's confident to give you that $10,000 because he knows that just by having a conversation with you, you can start up a business idea that will make him have a multiple of that money. He knows the value. But if it is just, he's giving me, he pays my bills and all of that, that is not a career. It is not a job. It's not a job.
It's very...
And they do so many things. Sometimes they know that the old man is dating other people. They don't mind just being part of the big cake. So many things. Remember we talked about the lady whose sugar daddy had to bring 2 more men upstairs to sleep with her periodically. Remember the story?
No.
Oh, we talked about it on the show. He had this man that was taking care of her, give her a house and all of that, and she said she was an influencer. And then all of a sudden...
Oh, my God, yes. God, I'm sorry.
Exactly. So that's like a fair example of the life they live. A fair example.
It's such a shame. Sorry, I'm trying to read some of the comments that people are sending in. But yes, it is a shame.
It is so much of a shame, my dear. It is so much. Everybody needs a seed, a partner, somebody to support. But you should be able to turn around, not be dependent on somebody's hard work, husband, who has started from the ground with somebody, and for you it is all about the money and all the things that they are going to give you, and that's all. So now everybody is looking for sugar daddy. Very soon the sugar will be finished, and we have only salt that is in the system.
I know. You see, what I'm saying about going with somebody who's older is not that, because my mother married my father, who was like over 50 years older than her. I think it's more going into it for survival mode. It's what I feel like it can be a little, degrading, but it's a means to an end nowadays. So what can I say?
Yes. Like I said, in the olden days, it was like that. Our mothers were younger. Our daddies were older. The grandpas were. It was culture. You understand? They are 25 years older. They are 30 years older. They nurture you from the beginning, and genuinely they loved each other. Genuinely they were ready to submit and marry. But today it is not for any of these things. It's just for the money. It's just for the money, and that is wrong. That is degrading. We don't want to look at it as any way. Whether the hustle is difficult, the economy is difficult. We don't want to look at it. We just have to say that it's degrading to a woman for you to say that the reason why I'm going for an older man and an older sugar daddy is because he can provide for me and take care of me and all of that. It's not because you're going to add any value to the life of the person's life.
No, you've said it so perfectly. Thank you so much, my love.
Right.
Thank you for coming to join us. It's been absolutely fabulous. We're going to move on to the next segment, and hopefully next week we'll have you again if you'll have us.
Right, Stephanie. You take care of yourself. Big kiss and a big hug.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye, Princess.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we're going to have to put a hold on the telephone calls, actually, because we have to go to the next segment. Because last time we missed this segment. This is Libido Rising. Now, before I continue, sometimes when you're married, let me just tell you something. When you're married, you have to be able to surprise your partners in every way possible. John, do you think I can surprise you anyway?
Yes.
Do you think I can always surprise you?
Yeah, if you wanted to. Of course
you see, so today I was thinking that if we're going to be talking about libido rising, I should make sure that John is able to concentrate. So let's see if he can concentrate.
I can concentrate.
Can you concentrate?
I'm
if
professional.
I'm like this? Yeah. Well, I just thought that while he's able to concentrate, and do you want to also see what is happening down there?
I can only guess.
Let me just show him. Could you hold my phone, because I have to do this properly. All right. Now, you see, sometimes wearing stockings does help to titillate, like, relationship, doesn't it?
It's a visual thing.
And you're not getting red this time, which is beautiful. It means you're getting used to this.
It's not bad after 34 years.
Yes. And then, sometimes most people wonder what women or men wear under kilts.
Normally nothing.
But this time I'm wearing.
Okay.
Yeah. Cameron,
it's our son again.
Interrupted us at the moment where it's the most important.
You are. You're right.
Cameron, we're on radio. Everybody's sort of here. It's like, come and give us a quick kiss and go. Okay. Cameron I've told you this before. My son has a habit of dropping it at the worst moments. I love you, darling. Have it. Okay. I'm just about to show my husband my underwear, and my son walks in. I mean, I don't know how that works. This is why we don't have any privacy. Shut the door. It's a shame you got
perfect timing.
This great timing. I was just about to do something really naughty. Let's just go on before somebody else walks in.
It's amazing. It's amazing we've had so many babies.
So we're talking about sex positions. John, tell us the first one.
Okay. First sex position we're going to go for.
Actually, I'm hot. I want to take this off.
You take it off, kid.
Yes. Go on.
It's
Read.
called the butterfly.
Okay. Do you know how the butterfly is maneuvered, John?
No. Can you show me?
No. Tell them. Describe it.
Basically, the lady lies on her back and puts her legs up. So her knees rest on her boobs. And then the guy penetrates her and thrusts that way.
So hopefully you can see it online. I just wish I had more room here to demonstrate this. Let's put this over here and just show a little bit of leg. This is just for you, John.
And a few others, obviously.
And a few others, if they're watching. But yes, and please describe it again, how you have to do it. You can do it standing up, right? Or kneeling.
No.
Oh, no, just you have to kneel.
Ideally, personally, I think, is the lady is on the edge of the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And then her legs are bent backwards, like that. Can't do it otherwise. And a guy thrusts and forces that way, okay?
Yeah, this position is actually pretty good if you are big, if you have a big penis. Because what you can do is while you're thrusting, you can be rubbing on the clitoris as well. It's very, very effective, isn't it, John? Have we done that one before?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. You mean you can't remember? Obviously, she doesn't remember.
Yeah, you see, that's why I'm wearing this, because the other day, when was it? Yesterday, John came home, and you know, sometimes when you're a little horny and you really do want to, this guy had a shower, like I was walking around the place, like flicking it and trying to get some attention. He laid on the bed and fell asleep. So today, you see, I decided to wear this just to titillate him, and then I'll go to bed and I'll fall asleep. So, yes, so that's a first.
Actually, we do like that position.
You like that position?
Yeah.
So the pretzel is a position you could try if for instance, you have
sorry, I was going
a
to
big
stop
penis.
there.
What?
That one, the butterfly, and then they follows on to the valedictorian.
Yeah, let's do that one later. Let's
because
finish
it's
with
the
that.
same one that just transcends. Slightly.
Okay. So if you guys saw what that position was today, maybe you could try it. You have to have your clothes on to try it right now. When you get to bed, you could do it, because right now maybe you have the kids around. What time is it? 10:30. They should be asleep.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Or is it the holidays now?
I don't know.
So give it a go. It's a very, very nice position if you have a big penis, because you can control how it goes as well, and the man can control it. Sometimes if he's got a really big penis and is in there, you can hold the shaft. That they call the shaft is the bottom or the top bit.
The bottom bit, the head is the top, and
the shaft is the bottom. So you hold the shaft if you've got a big penis, and if you go until the whole thing doesn't go in, and then why are you smiling so much? Shut the hell up. So the whole thing doesn't go in. Let's put this away because it's getting in my way. And so the whole thing doesn't go in, and then you can just hold the shaft and then drive it in slowly, and see how much you can take before you push it all in. Okay. And while you're doing it, some women do not come just solely by thrusting alone. It doesn't matter how big your penis is, it could hit her cervix and she still probably will not be able to come. So you need to be able to maybe use your fingers to rub on her clitoris. So that gives you room to be able to
in that
play.
Position,
Not
I
on
think
this
you'll
one.
struggle with that.
Oh, you can. If you're lying like this, no. I don't know if the picture's on. If you're lying flatter over the woman,
because that's the valedictorian. That's the next stage.
Oh, all right.
Where you push over.
Because you're leaning, you should.
But then you step over.
Yes, you can be able to use your fingers as well, or even just go, just closer to the clitoris and use everything to rub on the clitoris. It really does, help if the woman does not come by thrusting alone. This guy has got this big smile on his face. I don't even understand. It's like we're being clinical. Okay, so let's move on to the different variation of that position.
So it's the valedictorian, where this time the man just pushes further, so you're face to face.
Okay.
So the other one, if they've seen the picture, you'll notice you're not quite face to face. So theoretically, this way, you're face to face, and It'll be a deeper penetration.
Yeah, so this will be slightly deeper. So I suppose if you have a smaller penis, it's better because then you can allow your penis to go in there a bit deeper. And then if you like kissing, with this you can be kissing while you're doing it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you see, if you've both got a pot belly, it won't work. Because if your bellies are big, it's like something will be holding you back.
For the image now, you might not even achieve this position with pot bellies.
That's true, because your legs might not be able to go that. Hey, some big women are really flexible, They can throw their legs. I've seen them on Instagram. Like their legs, yeah. So big it's just the bellies that will get in the way.
Yeah.
It'll be the bellies. So yeah, so this position might not be for you if maybe you got big belly or you're pregnant. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And so that wouldn't be so effective. But if you're not, then this is a great position. And if there's a position you want to try, you have to learn to be flexible because the legs, they go far back. It's like,
Yes, cover things up, Ange.
Yes, it's like it goes really far back. 56, my legs are flexible. So those two positions are effective for a lady who doesn't come by penetration alone, who needs a little bit of stimulation on the vagina.
Wow.
So you can rub,
you rub
instead of
well.
thrusting.
As well, yeah.
So rub.
Thrust.
Rub.
Thrust.
Hey, you're bad, John. Okay, you're getting really.
Well, what you've got to do is the figure of 8 position, haven't you?
Figure
of 8. Figure of 8.
Aha!
That's
like
the one.
Like that.
Yeah, that is it.
Look, so I can hear when my husband is getting a bit turned on because his voice goes down a bit and he gets a little shy.
Let's move on.
Yes. So figure of 8. So like this, then that way you can get the clitoris as well.
Yeah.
Stop smiling.
If I wasn't smiling, you'd be worried.
I would. Okay.
You can do the next one, the pretzel.
No, you explain. I want you to explain it while I try to demonstrate.
Okay. This one's a harder one to explain, but do they have the picture?
Yes. Have you got the picture up there? I'm sure they do.
This is good for anal and vaginal sex. So the woman is on the side and the man sits between her legs, and one leg is over his thigh.
So tell them the position.
They do.
What's the name of the position?
Pretzel. Wonderful name.
That's a pretzel position. The pretzel position is when the woman is lying on her side. She has one leg up like this, and then the guy
sits
slides
in between.
across. Yes. Okay, so if I wasn't wearing underwear, it wouldn't be so effective. So if I'm just wearing a dress, it's like, okay, so what? But like this, you can actually do this on your side, or you can bend it if you're not so flexible. Why? And then the guy goes in, and
he's got
and then
choice
that way, the deeper, yes, he got choice of. Ghanaians don't like the anal thing.
Yeah, that's what they say.
They don't. Some do, not all. Yeah, and it depends on the size of the penis, because if it's too big, it could be dangerous.
Right.
So let's.
Following up?
No, hold on. I'm trying to get you. Yeah, you go on to the next one while I get the number up for everybody.
Okay. The last one is called Superman. Now,
Superman!
You got to support the lady here by holding her hips. And you bend your knees slightly, and I've never done this one. It sounds like one for this evening.
You haven't done this one? Don't get excited. No, I'm sleeping. So let me tell people the phone lines before we continue. The phone lines is 0556 910 154, 0556 910 154. And the other number is 0559 242 7177. 0559 242 717. Call in if you have a favorite position, because we don't have much time. So if you don't get in quick, we might not be able to take your call.
All I would say is different positions make it fun.
Yes.
Don't be shy. Have fun. It either works or it doesn't. You'll find ones you like more.
Yes, because the first two that you said, for instance, you can go from the butterfly straight to the valedictorian.
Yep.
So you can start with the butterfly, and as you get more flexible, go into the valedictorian. The other one, again, you can just turn the lady over, and then all she has to do is just bend the leg, and then you're in a different position.
Yep.
Especially if she's not coming quickly, because this would be a really great way to come quickly, because you can use your fingers to play with the clitoris as well. Yeah. So that and the pretzel is a great one. So the last one, the Superman. Superman, if you're not fit, that will rule out most of the Ghanaian men.
It will kill you.
No, the guy, I don't know, but unless the buff ones, the big guys that can just grab you and then push you in like this. But some of the pot-bellied ones, they won't work. Yeah.
It'd be funny to watch that.
And can you imagine lifting some of those asses, like lift the leg with the ass and, oh, Jesus. But they could look good, though. The idea of it, the butt. Are you guys watching the image? Just let me know whether there's something you can do. Because this one is tough.
We'll give you a report back next week.
Yes. No, I'm not giving a report. Because I'm not doing it for you.
No.
No, because I'm angry. You fell asleep. So the Superman is a really good position for fit people.
Yeah.
I know, John. I know everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to give that a go, please give that a go. But make sure that you're fit, because if you're not, it's not going to work.
And don't sue us.
So
after they fall and break their legs.
I think all the people who thought that this part was going to go easy didn't. I know there's so many people who have positions that they like. A lot of people say they like the missionary position, which is the standard lying on top. But that can be really boring. I know, but it's nice if you're making love, right? What is your favorite position?
I told you before in the last one. And you should know.
Sorry? What did you say, John?
Reverse cowgirl.
Yes, another one?
What, another one?
Mm-hmm. You don't know the name, but describe it to me.
I like the butterfly one, but when we're lying in bed and sort of sideways, it's sort of a relaxing, easy position.
You know how funny you are. It's like John didn't know that I was going to be dressed like this. The guy is freaking out inside. He loves it, but he's sort of freaking out a little bit, and I like that. So you guys, maybe next week we're going to talk about
our two kids walking.
I know they wrecked my mojo there and then. Maybe next week you want to tell us about some of the ideas that you have about surprising your partners, because it's really important that you're able to learn how to surprise your partners, especially as women. I mean, men, I can't speak for men. I'll let John speak on that one. But ladies, if you're out there and you're married, don't just stick to the standard and the norm, and don't be afraid to try different things. Some of you say, oh, if you do it, the guy is going to slap you, or jokingly that is, I don't mean like beat you, but I mean not be appreciative of the efforts you put in the bedroom. Just listen, don't listen to that, because sometimes when they see it, they really like it. Why? I don't know one man that you would do something that's surprising and sexy, and then they would say, oh no, don't do that again. Unless they're backward.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. But please experiment, try it. If he doesn't appreciate it, fine, try something else. But don't give up on it. Because that's what's going to keep you happy and excited in your relationship and marriages for a long time. Because some of us give up because we think our man will not like that, or you're embarrassed. And that's where they start looking elsewhere, I think.
I think there's potential for that, most certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, boredom within a marriage. You want to look forward to sex. You want to look forward to intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
And whether it's fun or, just a bit of a laugh for a quick one or not. You got to make it fun.
And you see, let me just give you another tip. Sometimes when you're married for a long time, it's not every time that you see a man walking around that you want to jump on his bones. The thing is, they're old. We're all old. And now, John.
I'm old.
Yes, the old is like old man. But so when you love them. So when you create certain situations, it puts your mind into that space where you can allow your body to remember what it used to be like. So when you're looking at him, you're not looking at him, as an old man or an old woman. You're looking at them as the person that you fell in love with, that you want to be with. That's why you should just do these things, because if you stop doing them, it doesn't.
It's easy to stop. It's hard to keep the fun, enjoyment, imagination going. You've got to think out of your box.
Yeah, just think out the box. Don't give up, please. And some of you say, oh, my husband, he doesn't like this. It's because you don't do it. How do you know he doesn't like it if you don't do it? And the thing is, if you're doing it and you're doing it like you're embarrassed, because sometimes when you're doing it and you're embarrassed, then
it comes across
it
wrong.
comes across
Yeah,
wrong. So
completely.
they're not able to relate. So you need to be able to do it with confidence. So I always say practice. I practice in the mirror all the time, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. Sometimes I practice it with you guys in mind. Yes. I send videos to some people sometimes as to how they should get their husbands like excited in the bedroom. So I sort of just run them through what they should do. I love that part. I
You should
usually
sell
test
those.
it. I don't want to sell that. I love my people out there. So I'm happy to just give them the tips on what they need to do and how they need to do it, especially when they're embarrassed. So you walk them through exactly what they need to do and how they should sit, how they should look, how they should present themselves. If you're uncomfortable with your body, you don't have to be wearing stockings. You could be wearing something a bit, long, but, short, covering your legs. If you're not comfortable with your breast, you can wear something that can, cover. Yes. So many different ways. So if you want the tips, join us or just DM me. Maybe I'll let you know. All right. Because I love it. Okay. Well, we're coming to the end of this show. We've reached the end, and I think we're going to say bye-bye to everybody. Aren't we, John?
Fine by me.
They're fine by you?
Yeah, fine.
So what are we going to do when we finish here?
Find somewhere away from our kids.
Well, this is Uncensored. You have been listening to Stephanie Benson and John. Hopefully you'll come back next week. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good night.
Cheers, guys.